Hey, and welcome back to our series of podcasts on Reason. Last time we had a short intro to Reason, and this time we're going to look more inside Reason to show you how we can produce some more great sounding tracks. We'll start with ReDrum again, but this time we'll take a much closer look on how to use this simple tool to create some massive drum lines. As we saw last time, ReDrum is very simple to program. With a pattern editor, you can create any rhythm that you want using up to 10 different percussion sounds and drums. First, we have to set up the ReDrum for the sounds we want. To do this, we have two options. We can choose a full kit for the entire ReDrum by going here and selecting a patch. Or we can select sounds for the individual channels by going to here and selecting the individual sample for each channel. Once we have done either of these, we have the ability to change the pitch, overall level, and tone of each drum sample to match our tastes. Once we've tuned up our drums, we can start programming our massive beat. Now, last time we showed you very quickly the pattern sequencer on ReDrum. And this time we're going to take a slightly closer look at it. But keep in mind, it does have a lot more functions than we'll be covering today. What we'll look at today is the ability to create differing dynamics for each hit of the drum. We have the option of choosing hard, medium, or soft hits, all by flipping this switch in the desired position and programming the hits in the pattern sequencer, just like this. So as you're beginning to realize, this will help create a more dynamic and realistic sound for your beat. Simple and easy. Now we have a fully programmed beat here, but it's not as full as the commercials you hear on the radio. This all comes down to processing the tracks themselves. This is where our Reason becomes really fun to play with and makes you start thinking like a real audio engineer. First, let's have a look at the back of the rack page. Pressing the tab key flips to the rear view of the track. This allows you to see the cabling that connects to each instrument to another section of our virtual studio. We were really able to use Reason like it was a real analog studio. So, how did the famous producers get the classic big drum sound? It's really through the use of compressors and EQs. So, let's have a look at how we can add these devices to ReDrum. As you may have noticed, the cable's automatically connected. This is fine and it's one of the great things about Reason. But what we want to do is something a little different. Now we have our kick coming out and into our compressor. Then out of the compressor and into the EQ. And out of the EQ back to our main mixer. Now we can start tightening up our kick. If we applied this to every channel in our redrum, we can end up with a tighter full sound that stands out from the whole mix. So go on and try it for yourself and see where you can get. Next time we'll create an amazing bass line for your track. See you in the next episode, and happy tune making. And this time we're going to look more inside threes. Oh, I have to look at the screen. Sorry. And this time we're going to look more in depth. Why do I keep saying that? Why do I keep saying that? Why? And this time we're going to look more in depth. Hi! Okay. We'll start with redrum again, but this time we'll take a much simple. I'm still looking at the monitor. An amazing bass line for your track. In the next episode. Oh.